Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy FOMC day. Welcome on in. Hopefully you're having a great week so far. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me, hanging out here a little bit pre-market. We're going to jump over to ACFX TV in about probably 50 minutes or so. We'll get into all the good stuff. If you've got any questions, always feel free to send them in, comment them down below. But let's take a look at the charts a little bit as we're hanging out here about, like I said, we still got about 50 minutes into the open. It is FOMC day. Tweeted it out this morning. The day to probably keep it tight. You probably should have done it yesterday as well, and probably even on Monday. But many of you are watching right here on Twitter. But it's FOMC day, one of the most dangerous days on the calendar. Whether you want to be dramatic about it or not, it loses a lot of accounts, right? Because a lot of the time we get chop until 2 p.m. today. So if we get that, don't be surprised. If we don't get that, maybe don't be surprised, right? Nothing's really surprising in trading anymore, honestly. But you just want to be prepared for all possible outcomes, right? That it might be choppy, may find a little bit of pump, slow back down again, right? Maybe it looks like it's trending, it goes away. All these different things. So if we could try to focus on making our money, not rushing it, right? As soon as possible, though, when we get a good setup, try to capitalize on it. And if we walk away with $200, right? I want 400. 200 is 200. We'll take any sort of green on an FOMC day. So that's the goal today. Just end the day slightly green. At the very worst, break even. Or at the very worst, small red. We don't want any big red days today. You guys are all trading on top one futures, so you want to go over to your settings, your risk settings, change your personal daily loss limit to, you know what? $550. Why does that say 100 grand? That's not right. $550, liquidate and block, and then we're going to go over here. Save it, right? If I lose $550, get me out of here. I don't want to keep on trading. I'm probably going to lose 650, 750, 800. It just goes on, right? So put those in if you haven't already. It's going to help you. You're going to wish you did it tomorrow morning. And if you lose 550 today, all right, it's controlled. We could easily make 550 the next day. But if we lose 2 grand today, we can't easily make 2 grand tomorrow if that's not our average day, right? So let's have some patience today, but let's have a great day, all right? There's my warning. I'll give it again later once a little bit more people tune on in. But G-Man, what's up? How you doing? But overnight, pretty bearish. Overall, moving lower, small new low of day below yesterday's low. Right back at this overnight VWAP. I did just have an idea. Didn't take it. Actually, wish I kind of did take it. But with that whole premise I just gave you, patience. Don't need to be jumping in pre-market here and maybe taking a loss. But the idea was not really looking for shorts to continue here pre-market, right? AKA trend. So with this low a day VWAP on, when you see it, it's not the low a day. I'll be fair. The low a day is back here. But just this swing low, right? Because that was some sort of volatile news event at 4:30 in the morning, right back up. But since sellers took control back from there, just an idea. Let's anchor a swing low a day VWAP. You can see sellers couldn't take it. I don't really want to predict that we're going to just crazy trend for new lows here at pre-market. So let me maybe long it back up. Again, I didn't do it, but that was just the game plan, the idea of what we could do. If I don't really want to chase trending moves, especially here pre-market, the long back up to VWAP was in play, and it would have worked out. But it's all good. We'll see how this wants to do. We're right at that VWAP. Like I said, there's still 50 minutes or so, so we'll get 3 or more 50-minute closures here to see what it wants to do. But take it slow, right? I mean, today we're probably going to cut rates, right? So we can look back on Forex Factory all we want to see. Okay, let me go, because I used to do this a while ago, I feel like, probably for Forex pairs. When you go to just the news event on Forex Factory, let's just go to the FOMC Fed Funds. Right? Click on the yellow folder. Hello? Click on the yellow folder of it, of any news event. Or don't. Whatever. Fuck it. Piece of shit. Bum, bum, bum. What the fuck? Well, anyways, you would see all the dates of the previous FOMC days. And then with that, you can go back and look at the charts yourself and say, okay, well, what happened on August 10th, the last time we had it, right? Oh, now it wants to work. Nope, still doesn't. So the point is irrelevant. But let's see what happens. NQ, same thing, right at that overnight. That's not an accurate VWAP. That's an old one. So let's get rid of this one. But really, just keep it tight. Like I said, you just saw me put in my max daily loss. You can keep it the same, and you can even keep it tighter than your normal max daily loss, saying I really, really don't want to lose more than I even normally do on a red day, right? Keep it tight. limit it to like 1 to 2 trades. If you're trying to feel it out 3, 4, 5 times today, it's probably not the day, right? None of my days are really okay. I took 3 losses, but that fourth one, I finally found my groove. It takes me more than 2 attempts. I mean, shit, the chart's probably ugly. I'm not handling these losses well or whatever. So let me just lock it on down that on all days, I don't want to be over trading. On FOMC day, quickly getting sucked into the shorts here and then chasing the longs up there and just continuously finding myself at the end of a move and then having to chase the opposite side, the end of that move, right? It's just what trading choppiness does. You're literally chasing the worst prices you could possibly find. And again, it's crazy. It's not till 2 o'clock, unfortunately, but just gotta wait here all day sometimes. Like I was saying, let's go over here to AceFX TV. We got about 45 minutes or so. Austin's going to kick us off over there. We're going to be live over here for the rest of the week, the rest of the month, every single day. But we got full stream today. Austin's going to kick us off. James will be on. Zach will be on. Randy will probably be on with Wednesdays. So you can tune in for free. The link's always in my bio, but you guys can use code FIRST and get access to it absolutely free for the first month, right? And with that, I would probably say once you are signed up for free, go through the courses, right? You have today. If you're done trading earlier, you're going to even just maybe not trade, study these courses. It's less than 4 hours, so you definitely bang these out, especially once you work your way to the middle of the strategy part. Study this once or twice. These are the strategies that we're trading live on stream every day, so that way you're on the same page of why are they jumping in short right now? What is the game plan on that? You'll understand it, and you'll be able to make your own decisions as well, and also understand why we're making the trades we're taking. Right off that overnight. Maybe just hammer 4 minis, get out in 2 points. I don't want to be looking for big moves today. Not at all. What happened at 4 a.m. though? Did I miss that? Didn't really look. Anything on my financial juice? 4 a.m. Ooh, China. China tells tech companies to stop buying NVIDIA's AI chips. That'll do it. That's 5 a.m. Another one. Yeah, but 4:34. That's that. So China tells tech companies to stop buying NVIDIA's AI chips. There you go. So that's why we got a quick pump down, quickly right back up, and we're still just inside that. Darian, what's FOMC? Dumb question. Not a dumb question, I guess, but you do want to be aware of all the news events. So like I was saying, I was trying to show you over here on Forex Factory of all the news events that I keep an eye on week to week. And I have the yellow folders filtered off. So it's just the orange, medium impact, and red, high impact news. So you can see yesterday we had CPI for CAD. We had some retail sales here at 8:30, right? The numbers come out. I really don't care what the numbers are anymore. Like I used to on Forex, I feel like I would try to, what does that mean? But all you need to know is that there's going to be high impact news, volatility, maybe uncertainty. So same thing today, Wednesday at 2 p.m., we have Fed funds rate. So the FOMC is going to probably, you can see here on Forex Factory, they predict a 25 basis point cut. Now, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 17. Who the hell knows? And you can see CAD had theirs yesterday. Am I right? Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's today. CAD pre-market. Did they cut their rates? That's at 9:45, not pre-market. Dumbass. But anyways, it's just the FOMC federal funds news event today, 2 p.m. So we got some time until it, but a lot of the time it's just with this meeting in the afternoon, it's just choppiness because we're just waiting to hear what happens at 2 o'clock. Not only do we, even if we don't know if they're going to cut rates or not, how do they react? Is that good? Is that bad? People have different opinions, so the market's going to move. Who the hell knows? But the shitty part about this news event is you really can't play it in terms of I think we're going to move higher with this news. It's like it's not till 2. So we're really just going to be stuck in this range most likely until 2 o'clock. But it's like the FOMC, CPI, PPI, NFP. Those are the big 4. Is there another one I'm missing? GDP? Randy Johnson, what's up? Good morning. Federal Reserve meeting. Yes, sir. And then also I keep an eye on financial juice, as you'll see. I just read off that China news. I have it for free, but you can see the same news on the left side here. What day is it? The 17th. So you can they still have a calendar here of what all the news is going to be, right? So you see there's high impact red at 2 o'clock, same at 9:45. So we know that's on. But these red ones that come in the middle, like this is all news. But if it's gray, it's just news. So the red news, which I was reading here earlier at the 4:30 mark, trying to tell tech companies to stop buying NVIDIA's AI chips. 4:30. So if I'm watching the charts at 4:30 and this thing's spiking down like crazy, I'm like, why is this happening? You go over to financial juice real quick and you'll probably find out. Anyone in the trade here pre-market or even overnight? Just curious. Any London traders shorting it there? Maybe shorting off the overnight view up there. Throwing a short view up here. Nothing too crazy. Yesterday we had a nice trade on stream. I thought I took it on my top one futures 50K instant fundeds. So if you guys need to count to those are still running 40% off of their regular instant fundeds and 50% off still for the Ignite accounts. That's going to end on Sunday. Not only does the sale end on Sunday, but the Ignite accounts are going away for now. And then the top one instant fundeds, those are back to, you can now copy trade. We can take a look at it here. You can now copy trade 5 accounts again. So the instant fundeds, the most popular ones, 50K and 25K, you can now copy trade up to 5, right? Not the 100K or 150K, but I feel like most of you were trading one of these two, so it doesn't really matter. But if you had 3 and you missed the opportunity to buy 5, you got another opportunity to buy 2 more. If you are already stacked up at 3, and those are 40% off, right? It's 35 with code Ignite, but if you use code Evan, you'll get an extra 5% off. So it's going to be 40% off of 420 of 650. So probably like $400. All right. But as I was saying, my trade yesterday, I thought it was on my copied, my 3 accounts, 4 accounts, 5 accounts, 7 accounts, right? Get a million of them. But it was on my Ignite. So it was just one trade. So that's why I made $93 yesterday, because it was on one account. My bad. But it was pretty textbook that when you look at ASFX TV, like I mentioned earlier, when you guys are going to go study the course later, when you guys are not blowing accounts this afternoon, you're going to watch Futures 2.0. I appreciate it. This is what you'll probably see of trading off of VWAP. You have a break of opening range low here. Not really wanting to chase that, especially when it is kind of that strong. I don't want to sell it down there now. Waiting for the pullback to VWAP. In this case, the New York, not in this case, almost in every case. To the New York VWAP and opening range low here, right? See how buyers couldn't take that over? All right, sellers holding through. Clearly sellers in control back here. They didn't give it up at the New York VWAP. Sellers are stepping back in. They could play the bounce play there, or I took the break play on a break of lower day VWAP, just making sure. Let's see if sellers step back in here. And they do, because if you notice on the bottom, we have a previous day's New York VWAP. So let's just anchor to yesterday's 9:30 open. Potential support down there. Where if that wasn't down there, I'd like to say I'd probably go balls to the wall in the short, because why would this not move lower? But with that VWAP below us, I could definitely say, why wouldn't this move lower? Well, we could find support there. So didn't love the trade, right? Like, okay, let me see if we could actually break this lower day, because we did bounce off that earlier. Stop loss, not hugging it at current structure. It would have survived, but you want to give it room to previous to the left. And then what does it still do? Keeps on making lower highs. It takes a while, but it makes lower lows, lower highs. But you finally get that lower low, right? It's a little bit, same thing, a little choppy yesterday, waiting for today's FOMC. But if you're close to VWAP, right, selling it at New York, even over there, maybe even back here, you can get great prices and get a little bit of move, right? Rather than jumping in, you get a retest to New York here, jumping in after it's already bounced, right? Selling it there, or move back lower, selling it there, right? Try to get it as close to that VWAP so that even if it moves a little bit, you can get some profit out of it, especially on a choppy day. So that's going to be probably today's main goal, not chase it too far away from any VWAP, right? If the move looks like it's already moving and it already happened, I'm probably too late, right? Could it keep on going? Sure. But like, I'm not going to see this big shove down and now want to get involved. I missed it. Damn. I needed to be in at the VWAP. So that's really the key lesson of any day, but especially on a day like yesterday, today, when it could be slow until FOMC, try to get great prices. And then when you remove everything, these are my notes. If you remove this previous day's New York VWAP, which I have it on there, but if you remove it, look how clean lower high and lower low it is. Clearly bearish, like insanely clear. But this VWAP underneath me just plays like tricks on my mind of like, we might find support down here. We could bounce. You could probably find longs off of it. Where it's like, if that wasn't there, this is easy short price action. So hopefully you guys made money on the shorts and didn't overcomplicate it on trying to get too cute and buy it off of that all the way back up or even over there, right? Just saying, still lower highs, lower lows. We're cutting through this VWAP. Bears are in control, right? So it sucks that VWAP was there, but it is what it is. Farabin, legend, what's up? Took shorts on gold during UK session, up 200. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So now that you're up a little bit green, make sure you stay that way in New York. At the very worst, you should lose 200. So that way you're just back where you started. Don't go from plus 200 to minus 300, you know? It's like I only lost $300 today. No, you lost 500 because you were up 200. But we got about 30 minutes or so until stream. So anyone that's tuning in late, we're going to be jumping over here to AceFX TV. I'll say it one more time. You guys can join for free. The link's in my bios if you're watching on Twitter, even on YouTube, wherever. Code first to get access to today's stream in the next 30 days. Absolutely free in these 2 courses. Zach's is going to be on the way in October. So he said he's going to finish it by the end of September. So when you're signed up for the next month, you'll also eventually get access to that. But also all the stream replays. We had Nick Johnson on yesterday, one of my BSC members. You can see Randy was on yesterday as always. And on Fridays, Zach, James. Where's Lawrence? Where's Lawrence and Tanner? Guess it's been a while. We don't put them in the cover. There they are. But plenty of guests. Plenty of great streams every single day. We're going to be running it until about noon today. And then maybe, I know Zarb did it in the past. I feel like Zarb, could be wrong. I feel like Zarb came on at like 2 p.m. one day to live stream FOMC as well. Maybe we'll do that today as well. Who knows? But I got nothing on. Hugging this VWAP. I'd love to find longs on any day, but I don't know. Are definitely moving lower. If you look at the daily, let's go to the continuous contract. You guys should probably already know since we traded yesterday. Contracts have rolled over, so you should be on the Z contract, the December. If you're on Top 1 futures, Project X did it automatically for you. But you also want to make sure you change it on your trading view here as well if you're analyzing it like me. Let's look at the daily here. Yeah, I don't think I'm a bear. Not quite. I mean, it looks a little high. Just a nice push up. But that was yesterday's big red day. Not big, but that was yesterday's red day. That's nothing. That obviously we could definitely see some continuation, but you could also warrant a couple red days just to set the next higher low and move back higher. So as always, you try to just be unbiased with everything. It's going to take a lot to make me say on the higher time frame, we're no longer bearish, right? We're going to have to cut out all of these to really be shitting my pants over here. I don't see that happening. So you try to say, yeah, I'm obviously long biased, but you don't want to be stupid to say that every day is going to be bullish. What does that VWAP from? No one's got to trade. This is what I was saying. I got pre-market just anchoring to like a swing low saying we're not going to trend. I don't think we're going to trend. So you put on the lower day VWAP. You see it can't be taken twice. Swing low. Sorry. The news back here is the lower day. Swing low just being like, well, yeah, I see that we're underneath this overnight, but I don't know if we're just going to be creating lower high, lower low away from VWAP pre-market on FOMC day. Definitely could. Right. So that's why if it did cut this lower day VWAP, you'd probably quickly want to be out of it because you're on the wrong side of VWAP. You're even kind of fighting some structure. So you'd want to know where you want to be out. That's for sure. But just trying to be like, yeah, I'd rather try to look for range plays back up to the middle than chase breakouts. This long was in play and it's still working, right? Maybe see another failed break of that lower day and you're buying it on the break back above the overnight there. You'd currently be long. So that's the pre-market. But we got all day. And today I'll probably take a break I'll stream till like 11 and then I'm done. I'm gone. I'll come back at 2 to see what happens. We got some meetings and then we're recording a podcast today, but keep it tight. Give yourself a shot at the open. Wait 15 minutes. The open range is set, right? But give yourself 2 shots. Give yourself an hour and a half, 2 hours. If it's not there, it's not there. We'll come back tomorrow, right? Especially even if you're flat, but you're just not pulling the trigger for like the first hour and a half because you're not seeing anything. All right. You're not seeing nothing. That's fine. Come back tomorrow. Come back at 3 o'clock. Who knows? That like just don't sit around all day looking and stalking to force something. If it's not there, it wasn't there. Not meant to be. Always got to think about flat days better than big red. That's for sure. So I put in my max daily loss. 550. Put about $300 of risk on that first trade. If we lose that, shrink it on down on the second one just a little bit. A new course is coming out with Zach. Yes, sir. He's cooking up his own ICT little strat. I don't know what it's going to be called, honestly. Got to have a cool name. It's going to be tough to beat Futures 2.0. It took a lot of creativity. He's been working on that probably since the summer. So give him a few more weeks. Takes time. But that'll be out. He said yesterday on stream, end of September. He had a few more chapters to do. So he's got 2 weeks. So that's pretty nice. You changed my life. Oh boy. Hopefully for the better. Hopefully. Appreciate it. I mean, you guys can even look back at my TradeZella last week. I put it on my YouTube video. Yesterday was about Friday's trades. I think yesterday, scalping NQ. What does that picture look like? Anyone with really great eyes. Looks like bounces off the New York VWAP. Exactly in Futures 2.0. Same with that day. But as I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. YouTube, VWAP. I have a new YouTube video coming out today. I don't know if that's what I was going to say. Oh, I've mentioned this in videos before. Lost myself there. Looking at the first 2 weeks of the month, not spectacular at all. You look at my first red day of the month and the second day, fuck, we're red for red. That's not how you want to start a month, especially coming off of a bank holiday. It's like, sheesh. All right, not how we drew it up at all, but manageable. You can see 33% win rate, 33. So I wasn't over, right? 0 wins, but I clawed back a little bit. I got myself 1 win in there, made some of it back. Okay, cool. I'd much rather be down 500 than 1,000. I'd much rather be down 700 than 1,400. Always got to think about perspective. It could always be worse, and it was worse. So then we come back in Thursday, Friday, great trading. All right, break even. Again, not spectacular, but it's better than where we were at on Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll take that, because it could always be red. Come back in next Monday. Damn, starting off Monday again in the red. What the hell am I doing wrong? Just rushing into these weeks. Same thing, 33% win rate, clawing back a little bit. All right, let's bounce back on Tuesday, though. Can't really do that. Break even and break even. You can see 50% win rate. I lost and I won. All right. I was red, now I'm green. I'd much rather end the day green than go back to red. See you tomorrow, right? And then you come in on Thursday, Friday, 100% win rate. 100% win rate. And look at the Thursday, Friday before, 100, 100, 100. Most of my green days are just clean, easy 100% days. And it's not like 6 trades, it's 1 to 2. Some of these are on copier, some of them are not. So it's really just 1 or 2 days. I maximized, trend was clean, great. The other days when it's not, oh wow, it's looking a little bit choppy today. Oh, I started off with a loss. Those days probably aren't going to be 1.6K, and that's fine. Those are the days where I'm looking to not lose 1.6K. Because if you could just do that, these days will just keep on coming. Right? You'll always have a day when you only won, right? Everyone's going to have it. But on the days when you're not, how ugly is it? If mine are 500 and yours are 1,600, well, we took the same trades, but the damage is just way worse. So it's going to be tougher to recover. And that's really it. If you could stay alive today and make $17, you'll be very happy with yourself tomorrow. If you make 1.2K, you'll be like, oh, wow. All right, I'm up 1.2K. But if you lose 1,200 today, you may even come in tomorrow and make 1,200, but you're going to be like, man, it's just to make it back. Shit. So just zoom it on out. It's 1 day. And that was really what I was preaching to myself these other days of like, it's 2 days. Got the whole month. Obviously, it sucks. Back-to-back red days. I was trying to look at my TradeZella over here on these little bar chart thing. Of like, when was the last time I had 2 red days in a row? And it was back here in March. That can't be true. But I guess so. I've had red days. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if that's even showing all the dates. But anyways, it's pretty rare that I have back-to-back red days. So I was like, oh, sure. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Got the whole rest of the month. I don't feel good when I say ICT, maybe because I got more results from it, but I've really become loyal to VWAP. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Brick, what's up? Good morning. I love that name. Brick. Are you from the Anchorman? Brick? How many red weeks have you had in the past month? Or, 6 months? I don't know. Reports? Calendar? Is that the way to view it? Well, that's not going to help. That's just showing the red day versus green day. One. You can see there's 2 in March, maybe March. I don't know. It's also tough to track because it's across. Like, I could lose. We're not going to do it, but I could lose an account today, and like you wouldn't see it because the data's just gone. So like, there's probably plenty of weeks if you go back in the past of like, oh, he made 2.3K. Yeah, but one of those days, like I lost an account, so like there should be more red in there, or whatever, But I try to explain that on YouTube videos the best I can when it happens. But you just can't show the data; it's gone forever. Jason said, one question. I don't have the funds to join AceFX TV. I wanted to. Is it possible to use code first to try out the month and then leave? Why do you want to leave already? You didn't even join. You already thinking about leaving me? That's fucked. But yeah, join on in for free. You can get 30 months. So you got a whole month to, one, try to make more money to try to sign up forever or whatever. But it's also a month. So learn some stuff for the month, study the courses, tune into all the streams, ask questions, make yourself known, and bring some value out of it. Let's get you some payouts. And then we'll take those payouts to get you some funds, Yeah, you could always join and leave. Many of you are going to join and leave. Hurts my feelings. But it's free. Obviously, I don't want to waste your time. Someone did make that good point. I think it was like last week. So I was like, it's free. What the hell is the harm? And they're like, well, my time. I'm giving you my time. I don't want it to be a waste. I'm like, it's pretty deep. Never thought about it that way. But we're not going to waste your time. You'll love it. You'll probably want to stay. If you can afford it, you're going to want to stay. The reason you wouldn't stay is probably, I don't want to pay this, But if you're serious about your trading, you're going to find value in it because it's not just me. It's Austin. It's James. It's Randy. It's Zach, Lawrence, Tanner. Like there's 7 different traders of all different types of experience and even strategies. Tanner and Lawrence are very different from me in the VWAP. Austin's way more aggressive. All these different things. Zach's doing ICT. That there's so many different perspectives that even if you learn nothing from me or you don't like anything that I preach or whatever, all right, well, James can still help you, or Randy's going to give you a little nugget that you could walk away with, or you're going to love how Randy trades this and you're going to want to take that from him. You know what I mean? Like you're going to resonate with someone of like, oh, I trade a lot like him, or that makes the most sense to me, and you'll gravitate towards someone. And if not, everybody, because it's not like we're that different. But at the end of the day, you'll take something from everyone. There's my sales pitch. If I get a payout during the first month, I'll join for a year. You guys are the only people in the space that fit my trading style. VWAPs for scalps. Yeah, and I would say if it's too expensive, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You get 30 months, so you got 30 months. Oh, shit. You got 30 days to get a little bit better. But Austin's going to kick us off there about 25 minutes or so. Any other questions on FOMC, the strategy, the streams, anything? And for anyone that was loyal at the beginning of the month, I've been doing these live streams pre-market. I said on September 1st or whatever the day, I guess 2nd, because we had that bank holiday, right? Of saying the goal this month is to not lose accounts, right? Because I think at that time they had just launched maybe the 5 accounts on top one. And so I was like, okay, you guys are all going to go buy 5 accounts. If anyone hasn't, the link's down below. Like I said, the 5 accounts are back today until Sunday. I think so. But I was like, all these accounts that you're buying, that's great. But let's keep those, right? Let's not have you buying 5 every Monday. That's going to get a little absurd and a little out of hand. But if we could buy 5, let's all agree we're going to buy 5 accounts, copy them together. But those are it. That's my investment for the month. Right now it's 40% off. It was 50. But let's start trading now. Let's do an instant 50K Boom. Put in the good old name, Evan. What do we get? So for 388, let's say we do buy 5. We want to round that up to 400. We'll leave it at 388. 388 by 5. We'll round it up to $2,000. So $2,000. But with 5 accounts, you could take out $2,500. You could take a $12,500 payout across all of them, minus obviously the $2,000 we just put in. Still a $12K payout. $12K green, or $10K. Jesus, math is horrible. $10K payout on the $2K investment, right? So you just got to say, how much am I willing to put in every month? If it's not $2,000, then it's not $2,000. But if it's, let's say, $500, well, then you only get 1.5 attempts or whatever. So really, really don't lose it too quickly, because that's all you got this month. You have to be willing to know and kind of plan it out ahead of time of how much am I willing to invest every month. And you don't want to just let it snowball of like, oh, I bought 15. I'm in the hole for $6,000. It's like, well, Jesus, it's been 3 weeks. That, yes, when you take a payout, it'll still recover it, but not like nearly as appealing as it would have been. 10K payout. Now it's gonna be like 4. But yeah, I'm gonna spend $1,500 every month, right? Whether that's all at once or I'm gonna give 2 accounts at a time. If I lose those, I still am willing to buy 2 more. Try again. But if you're only willing to spend like, let's say, 1,000, and you do that all in the first of the month, well, then we really got to take it slow and not lose it by the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, because that's the accounts we have all month. Because we're not willing to spend again until next month, which is fair, and that's fine. I don't want you guys to just spend every freaking Monday. But you got to work it out in your head of how much am I willing to spend? How many tries does that give me? If I spend this much, how much do I stand to make on the payout side of things? Okay, cool. Let's rock. Let's do it. That was also a big thing in the past. Probably more CFD days, because those were a little bit beefier and pricier. It was like, all right, I'm making money and I want to make more money. But like, it's not necessarily probably like my trading. It's probably just like more so like I'm not really willing to spend a lot on these accounts. I just saw it as like more of a cost than an investment of like, well, I need to spend this to take out this. Without spending it, how the hell am I going to take the payout? But I just looked at it as I'm losing $300. I'm losing another 300. Like I'm just giving it away. But if you just have the mindset of like, no, I'm getting it back. I'm going to get it back at the end of the month. Like this is just a loan. Then you're more willing to spend it knowing like, hey, I need to do this. But again, everyone's number is different. So don't go freaking crazy spending $2,000 if you don't have it. Shouldn't stress you out. All right. How much have we moved overnight today? Top to bottom. 22 points? With the help of that news, too? Really, 15 points? That's shit. That's just tragic. Does Forex Factory want to work now? I don't know why it's... Oh, there she goes. So you see July 30th, but I mean, I guess probably more important to go to the last time we've cut rates, which was September of last year. Shit, 18th? A year ago? On the dot? Damn. I don't know if TradingView can really go back that far, can it? Maybe on a 15-minute. That's far. September 18th, was it? Let's see if it'll work. September 18th, Friday, November. Oh, we don't have it, chat. Can't go back a year on the 15th. Can on an hour. That's not going to help. Let's see. September 18th. What did we do that day on an hour chart? Last day we cut. Where's the open? The open came down, up, down. Giant pin at FOMC. It's tough to tell in a 1 hour. Looks pretty bullish to me. But regardless, I've warned you all, keep it tight. Put in your max daily loss. I think if you're trading with Top One, you definitely need to put a max daily loss in. You just saw me put in mine. And if you're not, I think Tradeify offers it, right? Project X. So put in a max daily loss. I've used VWAP daily for 2 years. I'm amazed at myself of how dedicated I am. Beautiful. Yeah, 2 years. Still getting warmed up. Still lots of time to go. I think January this year would be my 6th year. like it had been 6 years. And that's freaking nuts. 6 freaking years of my life. I think Austin's at like 10 something. A decade? Remember like when you start trading, all those books you read? Even though half of you guys probably can't read, myself included. It's like all those guys in the book, they were like, I had 35 years of experience. I was like, damn, I'm on 3 months here. Damn. But soon we'll be at 30 years, chat. And then we'll be able to write the books. What is this? That's so stupid. I took that trade yesterday on the one account. Like like I said, another YouTube video coming out today. Today is about, I wish I knew. I don't even know. I think it's about yesterday's trades. Nope, Friday. Monday's trade? Monday's trades. So definitely keep tuned for that. Every day at 11 a.m., new YouTube video. And if you guys are wondering about those new Ignite accounts I was talking about, here's a breakdown on those rules of it, because they are a little bit different. The drawdown, the payout cap, all these different things. So check that out. 7 minutes. 7 minutes to learn how to trade an account properly. I think it's probably worth it. And then I have ones on the other ones as well. Which account is the best? That's at 1K. Damn, you guys are curious, huh? All right. The Sim Pros, right? So Sim Pros, truthfully, I don't trade them. Full disclosure, do not trade them. I've gotten them. I blew them. Don't care. But to each their own. I break down the rules on those as well. And then these are probably just the regular basic instant fundeds. Right, so if you just type in my name on YouTube and top one account, hopefully all 3 of those videos will come up. If not, maybe I'll put them in a playlist for you guys. I should actually do that, not even just for those, but just in general. A lot of you guys ask me questions on stream about a certain VWAP, and I'm like, yeah, I know I have a video on that, but like, I don't fucking know where, right? So like, I have a few playlists, but get more niche with it. I run Iraq's largest VWAP community, teaching everything I learned from you. All your clips are watched here. I proudly call you the king of VWAP in Iran. Do I get a little action on the side if you're teaching my strategy? I get a little sauce. Appreciate it. They love me in Iraq. Love to hear it. Love it. What would you say your average risk reward is? Do you use negative risk reward often? Not as often as Austin. Average, I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. I just try to focus on, did I make money today? I did. Okay, cool. Let me see. Probably is still going to be positive overall, right? Can I see that here in TradeZella? I mean, you can even look at this. Average winning trade and losing trade. My average winning trade is smaller than my average losing, but I just win more times than not. So it's all right. Obviously, we want to try to get that better, but it's all right because we can live with that. When you go winning days to losing days, 7-3. What is this fucking filter to? This is just this month. Get that out of here. So this month, my wins are a little bit smaller than my losses. Take note of that. But overall, it's going back probably not too far though. Average winning trade and losing trade. Average win is slightly bigger than the loss, pretty much the same size. But I win more days than not, and more trades than not. So like that's double good. 201 green days to 40 red. 39. So it's like, okay, well then my job is on these 39. Don't be a jackass. That's it. I'm sure 50 of these 200 green days, I was also a jackass and had to fight my way through some shit. But I'm sure 100 of them were easy in terms of just 1 win, I'm out. 2 wins, I'm out. But I'm sure on 50 of them, I had to battle back to green. And then on 40 of them, yeah, I was probably battling to not be a jackass of making it worse and worse. Nothing. We got 5 minutes. 5-minute warning until ASFX TV. I appreciate you guys all tuning in with me pre-market. We're going to do it again on Friday, close out the week. I'm going to be giving away some accounts on ASFX TV for ASFX TV members only, unfortunately. So if you want to win an instant funded account, you got to be signed up on ASFX TV. It is free. It used to not be, so it was even tougher to win an account, but absolutely free. So use the code FIRST. It's in my Twitter bio. You guys can go here. It's probably on my Instagram and YouTube too, but literally just click the link there. If you click on this, the code FIRST is already going to be applied, right? So it's going to be free as soon as you start. You get the first 30 days for free. We've already went over all that. You get the courses, you get the live streams, trading all through the New York Open and all that good stuff. So hopefully I'll see you guys on there. If not, why the hell not? What did I do? But if not, I'll see you back on here on Friday morning. So keep it tight today. Keep it tight tomorrow. Keep it tight every day. But definitely keep it tight today. Don't lose too much. I want everyone to come back on Friday saying all good things about today. Right? Of saying, I didn't do it. I didn't overtrade. I didn't oversize. I called it early. I was done by like 11 a.m. Evan, thank you. Love you so much. I'm like, oh, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Right? That's the conversation we want to have on Friday. Not, oh my God, Evan, I don't know what to do. I lost it all. My wife's making me sleep on the couch. I'd be like, damn, I told you, brother. Don't trade the open. All right. But if you do, got some discounts for you in my bio as well. If you need an account with Take Profit, Top One, all of them, I got a discount as well as with TradeZilla. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's have a great day over here on ASFX TV. Lots of guests coming on. You can see off. So see you guys on there. Say what's up in the chat if you're tuning in from here, and have a great FOMC day, all right? See you later.